To a very special episode of ONSIDE ZA, brought to you by Betway. Get away more. Happy festive season. Happy festive season, Len Moleko.
Thank you, sir.
Happy festive season, Tepi, darling.
Happy December, darling.
Hey. And happy festive season, Super Sub.
Happy Braai season for you, Marco.
So we're doing this special episode for ballers around the festive season, where we want to speak about some of our favorite players, some of the greatest players from different leagues around the world. And I'd like to start us off with one of my favorite leagues, the Italian Serie A, the Italian league. I love that league. It's probably a league that doesn't get enough praise or attention. I think the quality of football is there. And it's one of the top 5 leagues in the world.
Why do people say that it's too slow? It's not exciting.
I think what happened with the Italian league was it was on the rise. It was a league that everybody watched. It was a league that produced some of the best players that we've seen in the world. Mm-hmm. But it took a knock when Calciopoli happened.
What is that?
It's when there was issues of bribery and corruption.
Juventus.
When Calciopoli happened after the 2006 World Cup, when all the revelations happened, it took a bit of a knock. Because if you remember, before the World Cup in 2006, before Italy went on to win that World Cup, you had your AC Milans doing very well, winning Champions Leagues. Juventus was a powerhouse of European football. Inter Milan was a bit like they were bridesmaids, but
they came later.
Yes, they
Because
came
AC
later.
dominated in like your early 2000.
Ancelotti,
yeah.
early 2000s,
Yes.
AC Milan won 2 Champions Leagues, 1 Champions League
Yeah.
in that time. But
Juve was doing very well.
yeah.
You know, but like I said, that scandal broke and things just went
The
south.
global appreciation
Yeah.
for the Italian league went south. But my appreciation for the Italian league, and in particular a few players out of Italian football, has never gone away. I've always had a great love for the Italian league. I think people are no strangers to my love for Juventus.
Yeah.
They might not know I was an AC Milan fan before that when I was a kid.
Interesting.
I was a big fan of Kaká, Shevchenko, Rui Costa, that Clarence Seedorf.
I remember we had this discussion
Yeah.
myself and you.
That was a fantastic AC Milan side. So Super Sub, after that discussion, if you were to pick one player, I mean, you can name some of your candidates, but if you were to pick one player from Italian Serie A who stands out for you as one of your favorites or the greatest in Serie A history, who would
That's
you
a
pick?
difficult question.
It's a difficult question.
But give me a few candidates and choose one.
Okay,
it's
may I
difficult.
give candidates? Because
Super
I
sad.
think I have candidates, and then
Okay.
you guys can just like.
Sure, Tepi,
Right,
go
how
ahead.
about that?
Give
Nah?
me your candidates and your pick.
Okay, so in Italy we have Paolo Maldini. Yes,
My
playing for
homeboy.
Milan.
My homeboy.
Are we not supposed to give our players?
Yes,
Yeah,
again,
but she's giving us a list of some of the greatest.
And then
These
you
are
can start
Tepi's
to
players.
think of other
Or
people.
give us
Paolo Maldini.
your 5.
I have 3. I have 3 for each, ne?
For each who?
For
For
each
which-
league and each
Okay.
Okay,
So
give us your
country,
3.
give
No,
or
give
take.
us your
Yeah.
3.
Give us your 3.
Okay.
We don't
so-
want you to give us the rest.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, give
So
us
Paolo
just
your
your
Maldini.
3 from Italian Serie A.
Paolo Maldini. Gianluigi Buffon,
Obvious.
keeper.
Hey, Moike, it's-
Gigi. Gigi.
My other homeboy.
Yeah.
Homeboy. Yeah.
And
Goalkeepers Union.
Yes.
and Alessandro Nesta
Okay.
yeah.
for Milan also.
Hey, that's just back line, hey?
Very good players.
Widely regarded as the greatest defensive players of all time.
Yeah.
And goalkeeper.
Solid
Widely
defender.
regarded.
Nesta was
Paolo is
solid.
legend.
Maldini was a marvel to watch. He was a wall, the great wall of Italy. One of the best defenders to actually ever walk onto a football pitch. Yeah.
Would he be in your top 5, Len?
Maldini.
Yeah.
Yes, he would.
Okay.
May I
Agree.
say he's in my top 3 because he never left his team.
Loyalty
He was
to
loyal.
AC, eh?
Yeah.
So was
Loyalty.
Gigi. Gigi was also a loyalist.
No, but he left Juventus, went to PSG. He came from Parma before that.
Yeah, so from Parma, the time that he stayed at Juve,
Was most of his career.
yes, and
And
also
he came
given
very young. And he was a world record goalkeeper signing until who? Super Sub? So remember how long ago Gigi Buffon went to Juventus?
Yes.
He was
And
the
he
most
won the, he
expensive
won the
goal.
World Cup with Italy.
Yeah. He is the most expensive goalkeeper in the world back then. Who took the title of most expensive goalkeeper in the world?
Wasn't it Edison?
Edison.
Yeah.
Anyway, on Gigi as well, when Calciopoli happened and Juventus were relegated to Serie
Stayed in Serie B.
He stayed in Serie with Juventus. and
Along
helped-
with one of my favorites that I'll bring up in a moment.
Yeah, so loyal to the game. Yeah, man.
And a great. Tsepi, pick one of your three.
I'll say Maldini.
It's a good pick.
Nah, good
He's
pick.
probably the best defensive player of all time.
Okay.
One off.
With Cannavaro and Alessandro Nesta, and
There's one that I have who I think is the greatest.
we'll get
but
to
yes.
that. Okay, Maldini. Super sub. I interrupted you with that one.
Oh, I need to give you guys my top 3.
Well, you
Okay.
give us a few
Let
candidates.
me
some
throw in
people that,
Roberto
that come to
Baggio.
mind.
Okay.
Okay, Baggio.
My other homeboy.
Yeah.
Francisco Totti.
Did you give him a hug after missing that penalty against Brazil?
It was tough, eh? It was tough for him. It was tough. It was tough. I
Hey,
tell you.
man, that penalty.
Speaking of loyalists, Totti, Roma through and
Roma,
through.
I mean,
Yeah.
through and through. I mean,
What a player.
what a player.
I'm surprised Seppi didn't choose him because he's the most handsome bastard I've ever
I
seen.
mean, he's a cutie.
We know that's how she judges players
Yes.
sometimes,
wow.
eh?
Yes, actually.
Disclaimer. That's not how I picked him up.
We will
No
go.
Diddy, okay?
We'll go with your narrative, Super Sub. It's okay.
Yeah, great players.
I think, I want to throw in Baresi there.
You look disappointed.
No.
Okay.
Everybody for the to each their
Each
own.
to their own, okay?
And I think Clarence Seedorf.
Good.
That's
call.
your 3. And then
Clarence.
I mentioned 4.
Yeah.
you mentioned Baresi, you mentioned Totti,
Totti.
Maldini.
and Maldini.
Yeah, Maldini as well.
Okay, cool.
And
Okay.
Baggio, you mentioned.
And Robert
Oh,
Baggio.
so you mentioned 5.
Is it 5?
It's 4.
Yeah,
Maldini,
Maldini, Baggio,
Totti,
Seedorf.
it's Clarence Seedorf, and who else? And Baresi.
Baresi.
Okay, fine.
Fine,
Yeah,
yeah.
Baresi.
So pick one, please. It's hard, I know. Pick one.
It's difficult, eh?
Mm.
Len, pick for me there on those.
We're not doing that. Don't be those.
It's like you saying I must go vote on your behalf.
Don't be those. Rick.
Not those kind of elections. But no.
I'll go with Baggio.
Baggio.
Okay.
Great player. Awful mullet, but great player.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Len Moleko. Some say, I know that you're a fan of Italian football in general, like me.
Yeah, no, Len is a big
So this is a tough question to pick one Serie A player as a favorite.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a favorite. You don't have to necessarily say this one is the greatest, and I
Yeah.
stand by that because it's so hard to pick a
No,
greatest.
fair point.
And Baggio was sort of like he played for all 3, eh?
All top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here goes. Gianluigi Buffon,
Well, yeah.
Baresi,
Okay.
Andrea Pello.
Oh, why did I miss that one? I think this game is not fair, man.
Oh, what a player. We've missed the greatest, by the way, already.
Pavel Nedved.
Oh, Pavel Nedved. I want to have one word about Pavel Nedved. And I think we mentioned this in your game show earlier this year.
Yeah.
I was a young boy watching Pavel Nedved, and I couldn't believe there was a player who would determine which foot he struck a dead ball from based on where on the pitch it was. That's how either-footed he was. He had no preference, left or right foot, and it's like, this free kick's in this area of the pitch, I'll strike it with my left. This free kick's on this area of the pitch, I'll strike it with my... The most either-footed player I've ever seen in world football,
And
Pavel Nedved.
dexterous.
And he's a great servant to Juventus to this day.
Yeah, he was a marvel to watch.
He's
and
actually he's 45.
Hey, young guy.
you can argue.
He was
Yeah.
playing not so long ago.
And Andrei Shevchenko.
Chef
Shevchenko was
Goal.
a great
I
goal
know
scorer
him.
for a great AC Milan side. Didn't really click at Chelsea, but terrific player.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Pavel Nedved.
Pavel Nedved, top player. I love that answer.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm a Juventus fan, but I love that answer. Okay, so
He won the Ballon d'Or, so
yeah, he was a top player.
You, Marco?
So I want to give a special mention to Alessandro Del Piero, who also stayed with that Juventus side that went down to Serie B and came straight back up with a record haul, whatever. It was a great side that was let down by the owners of the club at the time. But Alessandro Del Piero was a tremendous player, tremendous character, and an absolute wonder of a left foot. He was terrific to watch in a great Juventus side.
Yeah.
I'll give a mention to David Trezeguet as well in his time at Juventus. Was tremendous. That European Championship with France where he was just on fire was tremendous as well. So just a couple honorable mentions there.
Zizou at Juventus as well.
So that's he's my second pick for greatest player in Italian football.
I put the horse before the cart. So no, the cart before the horse.
But Zizou for me, absolute magician and a tremendous athlete as well. I think people because Zidane was such a good player, such a good technical, brilliant footballer. People don't talk about how big a man he was and how daunting he was to play against. He was physical. He'd push players off the ball. He was a big boy. And Zinedine Zidane, for me, is in top 5 players of all time.
And don't forget, he was a good header, eh, Marco?
There's one player he struggled against. As good as he is, or as good as he was, there's one guy who he struggled against. Do you know who that is?
In the World Cup final.
No, it was Lisiba, boss.
Lisiba kima.
John Shoes Mushwe.
Oh, Shoes.
Yeah.
Nah, Shoes. It was at the World Cup. I think it was 98, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I'm asking. In the game that they played.
It should have been the opening game. Was it the opening game? I can't remember, but where Bafana
played France.
Yes, where Pierre Issa scored the own goal. Yes. But just making reference to John Shoes Mushwe, who held his own against prime Zizou.
So then moving on to a player that I can't not mention with his time at Fiorentina and AC Milan, Rui Costa, the Portuguese Magnifico, Benfica legend, director of the club as well. But Rui Costa was a marvel to watch.
Must mention our own, Malcolm.
And I don't, I don't think that he gets the credit for how magnificent a midfielder he was, because he didn't go to a really top club other than AC Milan, even when Real Madrid came knocking, etc., etc. And I think he maybe spent too many years at Fiorentina and didn't get the credit he deserved, but he was a tremendous player. It's surprising, and you're probably going to mention it, but mention your names, because there's one name that is being He's my top one.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
He's my top one.
Okay.
So Rui Costa is an honorable mention. He needs to be mentioned when it comes to Italian football. Gigi Buffon, absolute legend of the game. And I have to mention Kaká. He was tremendous in that AC Milan side. Yes. He was a fantastic player. So there's a few players that you have to mention, but there's
Does it
one.
matter if the person is of African descent and then played in Italy?
No. He played
Italian players.
George Weah can be mentioned 3-4 times over. He was a tremendous player.
Hence Zizou was mentioned.
And I'm glad you bring up George Weah, because it's another Ballon d'Or winner. That's my actual top pick. And I've not mentioned some of my other honorable mentions because there's just such tremendous talent in that. But for me, the greatest player to ever play in Italian football is Diego Maradona.
Thank you very much.
Oh, were you referring to Maradona?
That's what I was going to say.
That's why I said it's him. Diego Maradona is the greatest player to play in Italian football.
That's what I was going to say.
You know which player I was thinking you were referring to, rather?
No.
Fabio Cannavaro.
No.
Yeah,
look,
Cannavaro
good as
was
he was magnificent. Solid as a defender. But Maradona, Napoli.
And then you have to mention Chiellini, etc. as well. Italian football has sent great talent.
Another person who played for Napoli who left, he's African, Osimhen, does he not fall part of?
No.
Not for me.
We're talking about top players.
Talking about legends.
He's not there yet.
I'm just
We're talking about Charles.
Maybe at Chelsea next season we'll see. But
on the notion of honorable mentions, two names that I didn't mention let me mention them as honorable mentions. First one is Edgar.
Oh,
Edgar Davids with his glasses.
Yes. Edgar Davids.
Player.
And the Italian dog.
Gattuso.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe.
I don't know how many times you guys referenced this man in our show.
But he was a
Yeah,
great player
yeah.
and he was a bulldog.
Yeah,
he
no,
would
definitely.
chase everything down. Honorable mention, Chiellini and Bonucci as a partnership, tremendous.
Solid.
And there's just so many top players, and we've not even mentioned Zlatan, who was
Yeah.
a really top player in
Ibro.
Serie A
I'll mention
football.
him for another league.
Choose another league, we'll mention him again.
MLS.
Don't worry, Super Sub, we'll spare you that.
We'll give it to you. It's okay.
Okay, so let's move on from Italian football.
Yes.
I know I've chosen a tough game to play, but this is still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let's move to Germany. The German Bundesliga has had some tremendous talents in its time. I think we're going to mention Bayern Munich players and one or two scattered in there in between. But
We're gonna mention players from two teams, Bayern and Borussia Dortmund, by the
That's
looks
it.
of things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Teppi, darling, do you have a pick for Germany?
So remember that I went and I asked the internet, okay, and I went to different platforms and I just tried to get a unanimous understanding of who all these platforms believe is the best one, including the AI ones, right? And it gave me Franz Beckenbauer.
That's an obvious
Look,
one.
I didn't watch him play.
But I've seen some highlight reels, and you just
Okay,
look
but
at
you
what he
brought him.
achieved.
You brought him here. You remember, Marco?
For me, what he achieved in football.
Franz, yeah.
and how he-
Manager, player, yeah.
Just to ask, are we not talking about players that we watched?
Just your favorites, but
Yeah,
he's
how can
one of the
one player
greats. But he won't be my pick because he's not a favorite. I didn't watch
yeah.
my.
I didn't watch him play, so
Yes, in
It's
fact,
surprising.
You were still playing in the streets
Yes.
back then.
yeah, because in fact, all these players that I'm going to mention are clearly way before your prime and everyone else's time. Gerrit Müller, he was a goal scorer. Müller won the Golden
still
Boot
is.
in 1970 World Cup. And best key player at Bayern Munich those days. Another one, Lothar Matthau.
Lothar Matthäus.
Lothar Matthäus,
Oh, the
I
Matthäus.
did watch.
Did you?
Yes, he
Yes,
won.
I
He won
did
the World
watch.
Cup in 1990.
Shook hands a couple times.
I did. Remember, I told you I was Italia 90.
Oh, I forgot.
Yes.
You were there.
Lothar Matthäus, I did watch. In fact, a couple of years ago, just before COVID hit, Lothar was in the country actually. Got to
nice.
hang out with him because there was a Bundesliga promotion that was happening somewhere.
Oh, nice. Yes, so those are the three ones that I have. I can't necessarily choose number one. Like I said, I just went scouring.
I'll
through
give
the
you Franz
socials.
Beckenbauer. He's
is
a
a
legend
top.
of the game,
Yeah.
regarded as one of the top defenders of all time. He's a top player.
Oliver Kahn.
Okay. Oliver Kahn, I think he was terrific goalkeeper.
Tremendous.
Wait,
It was-
are you going or am I going?
It's fine. Speak
You
to
guys
each
can
other.
all go.
You
hey?
you've got the same players. It's
Okay,
fine.
go top three, and I'll go after you.
No, go. It's
And
fine.
to be honest, ne, I'm also going to, I'll just add on ne, as you guys go, the Euros. I'm going to talk about the guys who I think were amazing in Euros for Germany.
Now this past
Yes.
Euros.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
the bulk of them play in Germany anyway.
Yeah.
Except for the majestic. Anyway,
Havertz.
leave
I
Kai.
think
King
I'll go-
Kai.
What was that player, Marco? That he was just a terrific midfielder. I love him. He played for United.
Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite from German league. I'm talking about players that
Terrific.
I've watched.
Yeah, terrific at Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Absolutely stupendously good player.
I'll also mention Götze because he saved football at some point.
Mario Götze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Klose, I think he's up
Miroslav Klose.
Legendary.
Absolutely.
Legendary.
Absolutely.
there. You know, and Manuel Neuer, I think he made playing from the back fashionable. He's one of the goalkeepers that make
Super keeper.
proper super keeper.
Manuel Neuer is a legend.
So that
of
was,
the game.
you mentioned Oliver Kahn,
Yeah.
Bastian Schweinsteiger,
Yeah.
Miroslav Klose,
Yebo.
and Manuel Neuer.
And Götze.
And Götze. That's
You
your
know,
five.
Klose, by the way, is the second most capped player in Germany history.
Isn't he still the top goal scorer at a World Cup?
It must be.
Or was that record broken?
No. I think he still is.
Oh, okay, cool. My five. Oliver Kahn.
Hey, but he was a bully though, eh?
Yeah. As I said. Toni Kroos.
For obvious reasons, eh?
man. Yeah, shame.
But am I using him in the right league? Might have to be careful on that. But yes, I still pick
Let's check actually.
Toni Kroos.
Yeah.
So here he's not going to be there.
Lothar Matthäus.
Lothar Matthäus.
Thomas Muller.
Thomas Muller. Good call. Absolute servant.
And
Thomas Muller was good, eh?
Yeah.
I'm surprised
at
you're not
Bayern.
mentioning one player that you love so much. His flair and everything. Like, you loved him so much.
me.
Yes. Just one player. You loved him so much.
He played in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, he played in the Bundesliga.
For which team?
Did he not play for Dortmund?
You are dribbling me.
He's of Turkish descent.
Can't be Nuri Sahin.
He played for Arsenal.
Turkish player who played for
Arsenal.
Yeah. He's of Turkish descent, but he's a German.
Oh, yes. But wait, where did Arsenal buy him from? They bought him
Real
from...
Madrid.
No. From Real Madrid. But
But
Real
from
Madrid got him
Wolves-
from Werder Bremen or from Wolfsburg.
Yes.
Mesut Ozil.
Top player.
You owe
Who's
me a
your pick?
beer, ne?
Yes, no. I do, Super Sub, I do. Mesut Ozil. Wonder.
player.
Wonder.
Is Jürgen ever going to be mentioned?
Jürgen Klinsmann.
Klopp.
Aye,
Right,
not as
right.
a player.
Not as a player. He
Manager
was-
for
But
Dortmund.
Who did
Yeah.
he play for?
Aye.
He actually did play, didn't he? But
yeah,
not like that.
the
Yes.
four, I don't know.
Yeah,
he wasn't a
Mainz or
player.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's...
Mesut Ozil was
Yeah.
a top player.
Yeah. So Mesut...
As many
The
as you
flair
can
that
remove
player
from
had.
La Liga, because there's lots there that you need to put
I
in.
know, right? There's so many that have been...
Yeah.
But I'll still... Mesut Ozil from while he was at Wolfsburg.
Okay.
And Toni Kroos while he was at Bayern Munich. So you add Oliver Kahn there, get Muller and Thomas Muller.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Super sub?
No, he's done.
He's done
I'm
his.
done.
So
yes, he
I'm going to give some honorable mentions. Robert Lewandowski was tremendous at Dortmund. He's an absolute beast of a goal scorer.
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski, I'm a big fan. He's tearing it up with Barcelona at the moment. He can't be understated. Tremendous player. And that Dortmund side wasn't the same when him and others left. And he was great
Where's
at
he
Bayern
from?
Munich, Poland.
Polish, no?
Polish.
Yeah. So his time at Dortmund, his time at Bayern Munich, Robert Lewandowski has to be mentioned in Bundesliga players and some of my favorites. Marco Reus, talking about servants.
7 years.
Tremendous
Dortmund,
player, Dortmund servants, moving over to a league that doesn't matter, so we can just say he's retired. He was just absolutely astounding as a player. And Mats Hummels from that same side. I think Mats Hummels needs to be mentioned.
Solid defender.
Absolute beast of a player. We saw him again in the Champions League final and how he eats up top class attackers. He's a top player.
Honorable mention, but he should have actually made my
Wait
top
for
5.
Marco to finish.
Okay.
No, honorable mention. Go ahead.
Philip Lahm.
Philip
Philip
Lahm.
Lahm, Captain Fantastic.
Yes.
So my favorite Bundesliga player was actually someone you mentioned. It was Bastian Schweinsteiger. I
Yeah, I
think he
love that
stood
guy.
for everything Bundesliga. And I'm not saying this because
He went to
Man
United.
United or anything. I was a big fan of him before, and I was so excited when he came to Man United, and he probably came at the wrong time in the wrong team, and it was a Galacticos team under Louis van Gaal that didn't work out. And I think that he's the pinnacle of what a Bundesliga player should be, and I'm a big fan of Bastian Schweinsteiger. So he would actually be my pick of favorite Bundesliga players. And we've mentioned so many, especially from Bayern Munich, Manuel Neuer.
Yeah.
We mentioned Philip Lahm. We've mentioned Lewandowski is some really great, and Thomas Muller is really up there as a favorite player of mine. So, yeah, that's a little German Bundesliga wrap up for me.
Another
Schweinsteiger.
honorable mention, sorry. Former Arsenal, Lukas Podolski. What a left foot.
Yeah, no, Podolski was good.
Podolski was good.
Honorable mention, Gundogan.
Ilkay Gundogan.
Ilkay
Yes,
Gundogan.
Is that
absolutely.
where you're
Not
using him?
now.
Nuri Sahin, Ilkay Gundogan,
Yes.
Marco Reus, Mario Götze, Robert Lewandowski,
That was a
Mats
fantastic
Hummels.
Dortmund
What a
side.
side that was.
Yeah.
Oh, another honorable mention, Semi Kafur.
Oh, yes. The Bayern legend.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. Absolutely.
no. Oh, flip.
Okay, let's move on to another league.
Yes.
Let's bring it home.
Okay. Which other leagues are we going to do? I'm
We've
surprised.
got another two after PSL
So
Okay.
wait, let's do the two, then finish off at
on
home.
PS. Okay.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
finish that
fair,
Okay,
fair.
so let's
Which
go
other
to
two? Belgian league. I'm joking, man.
let's
go-
go to England because I'm gonna leave Spain for last because it's really the greatest players
French
of all
league.
time.
Why? PSG. Just say PSG.
Just Ronaldinho. It's done.
Hey, I've got a favorite player there, but anyway.
Okay.
ahead, man.
We'll do it as a bonus round.
Okay.
Let's go to England. Top players in
Yo.
Premier League history.
Okay, but these are the
This
top
is the
players,
hardest
not
ones.
in Premier League history, but the greatest players in England. Period.
Okay.
Okay. We have
Did they
Bobby
play in
Car-
England?
Yes, all
Okay.
of them.
Okay.
Bobby Charlton.
They didn't watch him.
Sir Bobby.
Yes.
Len was still a baby.
1966.
May he rest in peace.
Yes.
Busby
He played for
Babes.
United, so you would know him.
Yeah.
Beckham.
David Beckham.
David.
Yes. And Gerrard.
Underrated Steven Gerrard.
And Gerrard,
Oh,
yeah.
What a player. I think David Beckham in a way is underrated because he's such a pretty boy,
so
superstar,
handsome, yeah.
whatever. So distracted from
He's a
because
Bellingham.
he's one of the most famous footballers to ever live. You know,
He's the original football influencer.
yeah. Before there was social media, etc., he
I
was
think
the
it's
original.
only right now because remember when you said that Cole Palmer is the best in the world and Len said no. Is it fair to say that Palmer is part of the best players right now?
I think
in
Paul
England?
currently now in Premier League, he's up there. He's one of the top players in English football
Look,
today.
a couple of weeks ago when we spoke about this, he's not top 5, guys. Like, yes, he's playing well, but he's not top 5, guys.
Yeah, let's talk about top 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Of all time, he's nowhere near, right? Now,
He
currently,
doesn't even make top 20.
nowhere near.
Nowhere near top 20.
We have seen great players in English football. Really great
Like
players.
the 5 that I have to come up with now
Yeah.
is problematic. I don't know where to start.
Okay.
Come-
so
But I will let
so
Super
let's
Sam
Super
go.
I'm always saving myself for last year.
I ain't starting. Yeah, no, I ain't starting. Tepi start.
No,
Tepi
Tepe's
start.
already laid the
Yeah,
foundation.
okay, I gave you history, ne? I'm just
I'm
going
not
to
talking
give you...
about the AI,
Let me-
the AI
yeah,
guys. We're
okay,
talking
cool.
about her favorite top 5.
Okay, cool, ne? I still say Palmer.
Okay.
I say Thierry Henry.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Just because of his looks, we know.
No, not even. No, man. I was old enough to see him play.
Don't make
okay?
Kate Agno upset.
Guys.
Don't do it.
Don't
Otherwise,
go
the
there, Len.
TNT will explode.
Yes, so I'll say Henry. I'll still say the big boy that I've just mentioned.
Palmer.
No, not Cole.
David Beckham.
Steven Gerrard.
Gerard.
Yeah, top.
I'll still say Gerard.
Almost slipped there.
Okay.
You almost slip.
A bit. Does it count
Demba
that
Ba
as
didn't.
much as... Oh, but we're saying Premier League, not England, right?
No,
England.
Premier
Premier
League.
League.
Yes.
Whoever
English football,
played
but
for
you've only
Premier-
watched Premier League, so
Yeah.
your favorites will all be Premier League legends.
Yeah. Okay, so I think...
But if that,
Is it...
Gerald is, yeah, Gerald.
Okay, so what if I say we spoke about him last week and he had his face on cocaine?
Frank Lampard.
Lampard.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's a legend, definitely.
Legend.
Yes. So I'll say Lampard, I'll say Gerard, and I'll say Henry.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Tembi, they're not going to go. You see what they're looking at me? They want me to go next.
I know.
You are
I
next.
have
actually
a
want
whole
to go
list
first
here.
because
I have
you guys are picking
Guys, okay,
in the
yeah.
previous ones all of my mentions, so I'll go now.
Okay, you go
Okay,
first.
go.
Okay,
you
Go,
go.
go, go, go.
I will mention Alan Shearer.
Yes, he's
Absolute
top 3
legend.
actually.
Top
Blackburn,
player.
Newcastle.
He still holds the Premier League goal scorer record, if I'm not mistaken. I think Harry Kane was approaching it.
Yes.
And he didn't make it.
he dashed.
So I'm going to mention a lot of Man United players, obviously. So I'm going to start elsewhere. I think Gerard, Lampard, John Terry,
You're already on 5 now.
No, I'm going to mention 100. It's
Oh,
Premier
no, we
League.
don't have time.
We have time.
What about
we have
gigs?
time because that's coming. Man United players
Gigs,
are coming.
yeah.
Can we have rules here?
I think
sorry.
We just need 5.
no, I agree with you,
Didier
Tippy.
Drogba, let's mention a million.
No, we
Peter
can't.
Schmeichel, let's mention him. Okay. So really top players.
Top 5, Marco.
Wayne Rooney.
Okay. So that one coming.
Wayne Rooney is an absolute legend of the game.
Yeah.
Paul Scholes.
2.
So that one coming.
Because he's that great.
No guessing, eh, Len?
This one is
No prize
easy.
for guessing.
Nah.
But guys, I can't pick 5.
You have to
No,
pick
you
5.
have
It's like your children.
It's a 5-a-side.
Continue.
Simply
But
give
then
us 5.
it's all
Give
Man
us 5.
United players.
That's fine.
But it's definitely Paul Scholes. It's
And Wayne
definitely Wayne Rooney.
Alan?
Alan Shearer. Ryan Giggs.
Gigs, yes.
There's so many, man.
We know, Marco.
We just need 5.
You're a kid in a
Okay, but
candy store.
how quickly can I go through some of the others? Like
know.
George Best.
You'll mention them.
Shame, guys. Now I can't mention Drogba, an African player who was great in Premier League, because you're
You
leaving
still
me
have
to
one
5.
more in your
Add him.
Yes.
But for me, the greatest to ever play in English football
Yeah.
didn't play there long enough, necessarily. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the best to ever play in England.
Okay, that's your 5. If you had to choose one out of that
May
5,
I say something
Cristiano
very, very
Ronaldo,
quickly?
okay.
According, there's a list by some sporting platform, and it says it's top 5. You actually have 4. It says Henry, Rooney, Shearer, Giggs, Ronaldo.
Okay.
that's bias. Do you? Are you
But
taking?
guys,
I'm going
I haven't
now.
mentioned another 2 that are honourable mentions.
Okay.
Yaya Toure
Okay.
Yeah.
and Patrick Vieira.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
Patrick Vieira was tremendous. Tony Adams, tremendous.
He's gonna go on.
He wants to go. We see what he's doing.
I'm ruining all your picks. Sergio Aguero.
Sneaky.
Wow, Marco. Okay, I'll start. I'll go next, brother.
Super sub, let's go.
But my pick is Ronaldo. Okay. CR7.
Whew, Marco.
Starboy.
Lucas Hadebe. One of my favorite.
Leeds. Yes.
Okay. Nice pick.
Yes.
Nice pick.
Yes.
Andy Cole.
Oh, Goal King
Okay.
Cole.
Okay.
Sergio Aguero.
Of course. City.
With Andy Cole, it's almost like, like peanut butter and jam go together, right?
Yeah, you can't mention him without Dwight York.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I'm not gonna have him here.
Okay.
He's so excited. Let's go.
This is exciting.
It's
Yeah.
exciting. I feel like for this one we should have maybe, let's say, 10.
40.
We could be here all day.
Yeah, I know. I think Thierry Henry. I think what he has done for Arsenal was no.
So you said Aguero?
Aguero,
Henry.
Andre, Cole, Lucas Hadebe.
Okay.
Hey, I'm left with one.
Yes, my bro.
Yes.
You can have 2 honorable mentions.
I'm stuck between Didier Drogba
Yes,
and
Drogba.
Samuel Eto'o.
I would pick him in Inter or Barcelona.
Yes, I would
Drogba?
pick him in Spain, actually.
Samuel Eto'o.
Yeah.
Oh.
But we actually didn't even give him an honorable mention when we spoke about the Italian.
Okay,
I'm
Samuel
leaving
Eto'o
some
would
for
be-
World Cup, by the way, because there's one of the greatest players of all time played in Italy, and I'm saving him for World Cup.
Oh,
Save the best
they're
for
still
last.
dead.
It was
Yes, we have
still
World Cup.
there.
Yes.
Okay.
So who are you choosing? Drogba or?
I'll go with Drogba.
Okay, so Chelsea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Len Moleko.
Out of all those, who would be your top one?
Who would be my top one? Sergio Aguero.
Ah.
I mean,
Hey, listen, don't be judgy, Henry. Okay. Don't be judgy, Henry. Come.
Hey, but I love this game, man.
all right, yo. My top 5.
Yes, Mulek.
Jeez, this is difficult, man.
You feel like you're on the spot, ne?
Yeah.
No, not even.
it's
I was
just-
panicking.
I'll pick 100. That's the thing.
It's not even that. It's like, yeah.
There's so many good players. And it's a
Okay.
league that we watch a lot.
Dennis Bergkamp.
Oh, man. What didn't... Okay, anyway, I mentioned him on the other side. It's already mentioned.
Wait,
In Germany.
Dennis Bergkamp.
No, didn't mention him.
No.
No.
You
Dennis will be my 1.
Ah, Dennis Bergkamp, Arsenal, obvious.
Dutch.
Dutch, yeah.
Thierry. I mean,
Thierry.
Yeah.
go figure. Scholesy.
What a player.
Of course.
Rooney.
Okay, you left with one.
But I mentioned many. So
Yeah.
you can keep going.
It's tough.
Robin van Persie.
But, I was about to say Van Dijk. No, but that's Virgil.
Virgil van Dijk
Yeah.
is worth a mention
No,
as
no, no.
well.
Yeah.
And then
It's top 20.
honorable mentions. I'm going to give 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ashley Cole.
Yeah.
Hatem Ben Arfa.
You sure Ashley Cole, traitor?
Traitor or not.
Treachery
ability.
aside.
If
Yeah,
we are
treachery
not
aside.
add Adebayo there on your mid.
Oh, for 3 times.
Hatim Ben Arfa is a good call. He's like a cult hero.
Yes. It's like Adel Tarabt as well.
Yes.
So it's entertaining players to watch that you would just like.
Okay. But if we're going to choose those, it's Berbatov as well.
He was my other honorable mention.
Really?
Yes.
Mercurial.
First touch of absolute class.
Best first touch in world football, I think.
And rumor has it that he was a smoker. Because every time United played away and they had to occupy a hotel, obviously, they would choose him a smoking room.
Well, he was so good, you'd let him. He wouldn't have played for Wenger.
No, of course, with a new diet and everything. No. Oh, and out of that, if I had to choose my one out of that, it has to be Thierry.
Thierry
Yeah,
was a
top
Marvel,
player.
guys. Yeah.
Top player. Let's move on to La Liga, even
No,
though
Robert
we've...
Pires, Marco, we are not grateful.
You guys
we're
are
not
traitors.
ungrateful.
Robert Pires came to the country last month. You met him and you don't even mention
But I'll
him.
mention 100 in Premier League.
There's still hear me out, ne? And this is not me. I'm just mentioning some names that you guys are not mentioned, and they are top. They are rated top.
Of course.
De Bruyne, Eric Cantona,
Oh,
King Eric.
sometimes animals do what? Hey.
Roy Keane is there. Yes, you mentioned Riera, John Terry, Dennis Beckamp, Ashley Cole. We mentioned Peter
Schmeichel.
Schmeichel.
Yeah.
Yes, you mentioned
Celia,
him.
obviously. Peter Schmeichel.
No, but there's a
Celia.
lot, man.
Yes, senior, yes. Well, the young
the
one
Peter
was
is there,
Casper.
yeah.
was
Yeah.
Casper.
Yeah,
But the rest,
Casper.
they're not just at the bottom. I mean, even Company's there.
Solid defender.
Zenith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great player.
Bayern coach.
Okay, let's move on to La Liga, Spanish La Liga. Tsepi, do you want to start us off?
What do I have? I just have for Spain, ne?
It's so hard.
First.
It's between Barca and Real Madrid.
Okay. I have
For the most of
Alfredo Di Stefano.
Never watched him play.
Yeah.
Yes, also he won a Ballon d'Or twice, by the way.
Yeah.
Messi, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
I chose
Xavi.
Ronaldo for England for a reason.
Yeah, and Xavi Hernandez.
Xavi, Iniesta. I think you have to, if you're choosing La Liga players, and I'll start there. I'm going to do my honorable mentions first.
Okay, do that.
And I'm going to go with Sergio Ramos
As an honorable mention.
as an honorable mention.
Yo, so how big is your arsenal
But
there?
because you have to choose 5.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. As an honorable mention, Ramos.
So he's not going to make the top 5, unfortunately. He's going to be honorable mention. Iker Casillas
Okay.
was a top goalkeeper. Then Sergio Busquets, honorable mention.
Okay.
And there's just so many great players. Mesut Ozil.
That's why you didn't mention him.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a problem.
Okay.
This league is a serious problem.
Oh,
It's a
may I also
serious
mention
problem.
Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, there's my top
'Cause he
5
was
there.
not mentioned on the
There you
other
go.
side.
Yeah.
But he was chosen as my top Premier League player for a reason, because for me, best La Liga player is Lionel Messi. He's number 1.
Okay.
Fair.
And Cristiano Ronaldo, Xavi, Iniesta.
Ronaldo taken aside because he's already been there, but you can
Okay.
add him because he was there.
Yeah. Okay. So then I can maybe sneak Sergio Ramos in at
Ramos?
some point because of that. But just Tony Cruz.
That's why you were It's not mentioned there.
Yeah,
by
there's
Germany.
so many great players from La Liga. But for me, Xavi, Iniesta, Neymar has to get a mention somewhere. Because we're not going to French League or
PSG,
anything. I was so disappointed that Neymar had the injuries and maybe didn't stay at Barcelona longer or something. Because Neymar, the biggest disappointment for me is that man never won a Ballon d'Or. I'm not going to say that he deserved one at any one particular season, but that boy, he looked the most destined for Ballon d'Or that I've
he
ever
had all
seen.
the attributes.
Santos Neymar was lethal.
But even Barcelona, that
No,
Neymar,
the
Suarez,
and Messi,
and
yes.
Suarez should have probably been mentioned in
But then
Premier
again,
League,
if
but
you are
Suarez-
that good as Neymar and playing in the same era of prime Messi, you're
that's
not going to
gonna
win a Ballon
Yeah,
d'Or.
it was prime Ronaldo and Messi, and
Yes.
no one was winning Ballon d'Ors then. So I think those will be my picks. There's a lot of honorable mentions that haven't come up. Carlos Puyol, honorable mention, top player.
Definitely.
So there's really great players from La Liga, but I have to say Xavi, Iniesta, but top is Messi.
Super sub.
Why can't I finish last? For
Okay,
a change?
cool. It's fine.
Okay.
You can finish last.
Continue.
Jeez, man. Raul.
Yes.
Raul Gonzalez.
Raul.
Rivaldo.
Rivaldo, Barcelona.
Barcelona Rivaldo. Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, Ramos as an
Sergio.
honorable mention.
And ballers, I can hear you screaming, I left him out in Italy, I left him out in Spain, but he's coming in the World Cup one.
Okay. Yeah, there's just so much, but La Liga.
Samuel Eto'o,
La Liga.
Zlatan.
No, don't do that yet. He hasn't.
Yeah.
La Liga best player Messi. That goes without saying.
Yep.
If in fact I should have just said everybody else's honorable mention Messi
alone.
all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, Ronaldo, everybody's honorable mentions.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Ronaldo.
Ronaldo for
and
me,
Messi.
for La Liga. I think from Barcelona, Puyol. I think was terrific.
Dani Alves.
Oh, Dani
Alves
Alves
is
is
there?
one of
Marcelo.
The most decorated player in football.
Is he still in jail?
Danny Alves,
Francisco,
yeah, I think so.
You didn't mention. I'm giving you
I
a top
only
10.
mentioned 2 players.
Oh, sorry, my friend. Continue.
They can mention for me.
No,
Go ahead,
continue.
my friends.
Sorry, we got lost.
Sorry.
Too exciting, Super
Hare.
Sub. Sorry.
I don't matter here.
We're on the bench.
That's where things happen.
Let's go, my friend. Continue. Eh?
Pepe.
Pepe.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'll throw in just for varied. You know, when you're cooking stew, you need
For
varied.
vibes, yeah.
Diego Simeone. He was, I mean,
And as a manager,
Yeah.
mention.
Yeah.
Okay.
and as a football fan, it would be unjust if I don't mention Messi.
Yeah. Messi.
Yeah.
Your bias is so
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Yeah, because it's Messi, Di Stefano, Ronaldo, Iniesta, Xavi, Ramos, Alves, Francisco, Gento, Raul, and Ike Casillas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ivan Higuero.
Yes. And
was,
Kubala.
Hierro as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a wrap on that. So let's bring it home. Greatest ever to play in the PSL.
You.
Seppi, darling, can you kick us off again?
Okay, this is closer to home, so
No, it's at home.
I'll talk about the people that I got to watch and experience and even crushed on. So Vilagazi. The
Definitely,
late.
it's purely because of what he can do in the field,
Oh,
not
he's
his looks.
talented. No. Have you? No,
Yo.
I'm not saying that. Actually,
I'm joking, guys.
the late, my boy.
There's a lot of late people.
No. He was in a car crash. He
Give
was
to
in
Leremi.
Davao, Leremi. I'll mention Doctor. I will mention Licolea, Steve, and who do I close off with?
The closer. So So I'm just making sure.
Okay,
there's no
I'll think of
silence.
my fifth, but yeah.
Okay, I'd like to go now.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Because we know my PSL knowledge is not quite there.
It's getting there.
getting there.
5-2.
Itumeleng
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Simpiwe Chabalala.
Definitely.
Okay, Shaba.
Lotshola Nyani.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
You are
yeah.
biased. You mentioned all United fans. Now you're going for all
Kaizer
Chiefs.
Jomo Cosmos. Mr. Jomo Sono.
Yes.
Okay,
Number
okay.
10.
Shoes.
Mushweo.
Nice.
Okay.
But my pick is Dr. Kumalo.
16V.
Solid.
Save the best for last.
Who? You are the best.
Yeah.
Okay. My 5. Geez, let's see. Rafael Chuku.
Okay.
Obviously alongside Roger Fitumba.
Okay.
Geez, and I think at home it's much more difficult.
I'll say my last one is Phil Nasing.
Oh, okay.
Former Mazulu coach, Kaizer Chiefs striker.
Fanny Madida. Which one?
Siyabonga Nomvete.
Oh, yes.
He's not a coach.
Bara.
He was an assistant coach at Amazulu.
When you say former Amazulu coach and former Kaizer Chiefs striker, that's Fanny Madida.
Oh, okay. But
so-
I hear. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Anyway, Siyabonga
strong
Nomvete.
player.
Who's a Zimbabwean?
Ramandar.
No, man. The Zimbabwean who played for Chiefs and then he left, he went overseas. I think he still plays now. He's a striker.
Knowledge Musona.
Knowledge Musona. Jeepers.
Creepers.
And Leslie Manyatel.
Liz. Oh,
The late Leslie Manyatel.
I'll start with
course.
Leslie Manyatela. I think
Yes.
he was a proper slow poison. I don't know if you remember Thabo Mngomeni.
Dreadlocks.
Mopola
Rasta.
Tamagomeni.
What a player.
Honorable mention.
Every time when I go, everybody wants to jump
I
in.
just thought of someone, my friend, very,
Go
very
for
quickly.
it.
And you just might not even choose him. But he's
Go
a
for
friend of
it.
mine, and also he was a talented player. Ujabupuli.
What's Wapule?
No.
Now,
Yeah.
okay, let me keep quiet actually.
Agree.
I wanted to say
No,
something,
speak.
but let me
On the
keep quiet.
bench.
No, speak, friend.
Let me keep
Speak,
quiet.
my friend. This
Speak.
is I want you to speak. I
No,
love this.
even me now.
Yeah, no.
I want
Go
it.
for it.
Super Sub, can you mention your names?
I'm Bora. Yo.
Skabal Gwala, man.
No. But you must watch what you say.
Oh, it's because whatever.
I think my picks are a little bit emotional
Nostalgic.
because I want to throw in Senzo Mewa in there.
Okay. No, he I would. He would be my honorable mention, so I don't blame you.
George Komantrakis.
Mantarakis.
The tall man.
Hey, he was lethal with that man.
Manning Rangers.
Maga.
And Wilfred Mugay.
That's
Captain.
Umtata Bucks.
Yeah, captain, yeah.
Yeah, Umtata Bucks.
Okay.
Honorable mention, Mambush Mudau.
Okay.
How are we not mentioning like,
Lavas
new school
Musala.
players?
Who?
How are we not mentioning new school players?
Like Makwena or what? Or Zwane. But you know who I left out, I think, is Teko Modise.
I thought of him, but
guys,
be serious.
Guys, come on. We said, okay, but it's your favorite. So there was no, it's not an
Oh,
award
David
ceremony.
Modise. You remember David Modise? Redlocks, Ajax. Yeah, you do. If you see his picture, you'll remember him. He was good. I think he won number 20. Could be wrong, but yeah.
Okay, shall we move on quickly?
Yeah, we can move on.
Quick one.
Hey, South Africa was why is it so deep?
3 and no honorable mentions World
Yes.
Cup.
Neil Tovey. Oh, the last
Welcome.
one. Last one.
Okay, this time around, let's start with Super Sub. World Cup 3.
3. players that participated in the World Cup,
And played well at the World Cup.
played well in the World Cup. There's 2 from one team.
That's fine.
Number 1, it's Fabian Barthez.
Okay. He went to Man United, things didn't go that well. But
Yeah, in the World
98
Cup.
World Cup was a great.
no, it
World
was a
Cup
great
for
year
him.
for him.
Second, it's Emmanuel Petit. If you remember Petit, I didn't fall in love with him at Arsenal.
But for France.
For France, remember, like with those set pieces, if it was not Zidane with set pieces, it was Emmanuel Petit.
Snap, there's a name that I forgot, but it's fine. World Cup will help me.
Yeah, and Ronaldo, Brazilian,
R9.
Okay.
R9.
Well, by the way, ballers, if you were thinking who I left out of Spain and Italy on purpose for World Cup, it was R9 Ronaldo.
Okay. Mazago.
Please, Len.
Okay, cool. Claude Makelele.
Oof,
Oh,
Len.
Helman Kelele, guys. Sorry. Yes.
Huh?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, terrific.
Ronaldinho.
Taking on my ones.
Marco, I thought we were like, come on, Marco. Come on, Marco. Come on.
Please.
And I think World Cup is even harder.
Yeah, it's slightly harder.
It's hard.
Because obviously we're talking about people that did well. We're not just talking about participants here. People that you fell in love with.
Sheesh. Yo.
Italy won the World Cup. I mean, there must be some standard
I
players
know.
for you.
I've already maxed them out when we were in Serie A.
Yeah.
Just for vibes, but obviously he also did well. Trezeguet.
Okay.
Tepi, would you like to go?
Yes, very quickly. They're going to be very standard because I'm basing this on stats. Pele, number 1.
I didn't watch him.
Diego Maradona,
I watched him.
Messi. And, I mean, we have to give a top 3, but Cristiano Ronaldo is also there. Yeah.
But in terms of World Cups, I wouldn't even put Messi and Ronaldo. They achieved all their stuff at their clubs, really. Even though
Messi's got
Messi
a World
won a
Cup.
World Cup.
I was given that World Cup.
But
Wow.
yeah.
Penalty
So-
World Cup. Suga.
So
And, I mean, Franz Beckenbauer, because I've already mentioned him
Yeah.
also, but he's also there in the World Cup.
okay. So mine are Ronaldinho and R9. And for me, R9 is my greatest World Cup player. That 2002 World Cup, R9 was the greatest
When
to
he
ever
tore
kick a ball.
through Germany in the final.
He was tremendous. Oliver Kahn couldn't deal even. So R9 Ronaldo is my top pick for World Cup player. Ronaldinho is in my top 3. And, Mbappe in his last World Cup performance is really up there. I think Mbappe was so tremendous in that World Cup that Argentina won. I think he was terrific. And, there's loads of World Cup players that we're missing out on. And, we didn't mention Michael Owen in England. We didn't mention a few players. And there's just been some really great World Cup players. But David Villa is my other in the top 3. And Fernando Torres, another one we didn't mention, who's a tremendous World Cup player. So for me, my 3 World Cup players, David Villa,
R9
Ronaldo, and Ronaldinho.
Okay, just as a bonus round, obviously we're going to get out of here just now.
Yes.
Greatest manager of all time.
Luis Felipe Scolari.
Ancelotti?
I
got
wouldn't
jokes.
go with Scolari because he could have thrown a dart. He could
Yes.
team with a dartboard.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Super
Brazil
Sub-
side was so
Wait,
good.
is it the best coach in the World Cup or?
No.
In
I
general.
thought we were talking about World Cup.
Oh, exactly.
No.
I'm
But
saying
I
that.
mentioned Scolari.
Who's your manager all time?
Top 3. I'm going to give you 3. It's very simple. Pep Guardiola.
Of course.
Jose Mourinho. I'm conflicted now.
You can say Sir Alex. You don't need to mention Arsene.
No, it's between Sir Alex and Don Carlo.
Carlo
Yeah.
Ancelotti.
Okay. We'll give you 4.
Okay,
How's that?
sure.
Okay. Tepi?
I'll say Ferguson because we know him and he's done wonders for you guys. I will say Ancelotti because I think he's excellent.
It's killing the silence. That's why I do my sound effects. Do-do-do.
Onside. Look in the screen. Onside.
I have a list here and I don't want to go through my list.
Okay.
Len?
Yeah, Len, go.
Guardiola,
Yeah, okay.
Ancelotti,
Yes.
Mourinho,
Copy. At this rate, just
Mourinho,
copy
I
and
could add
paste.
Mourinho actually.
and then honorable mentions for Sir Alex and Arsene Wenger.
So for me, it's
Wenger,
Pep, Sir Alex, Arsene Wenger. My honorable mentions are Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti.
So basically, our list is the same.
That's why I say copy and paste. Let's do local
Okay.
one.
Do you want to do
Top two. Local.
Local.
Top
We can
two.
do top 3 local even.
Gavin,
Why are you looking at me?
Should I go first,
your
Len?
friend?
Peter and Gavin Hunt.
Okay.
Peter Gavin.
I'll go Pito. Gordon is second. And Rudy Kroll.
Rude.
Honorable mention, Mushin Ektugal and Rulani Mokoen. Actually.
Honorable mention, Paul Doleza, Ted Dimitru.
Dimitri was, yes, of course.
Okay.
Lebra
Shakes. Next thing we'll be throwing Mulifintek in the
Yeah,
Jomo
you
Sono.
know.
Okay.
He's the greatest of all time. That's a
Greatest
goat.
of all
Yes.
time.
Yes. That's a goat right there.
And you know he still holds a record of never being fired,
That's,
right?
that's
Okay.
an elephant right
We're running
there.
out of time. I wanted to do a five-a-side team
No,
made
can
up
we
of
also
our
mention
five
the
leagues.
current Orlando Pirates coach, please? Rivera, what? I refuse. Guys, I refuse. And I'll still add Gavin.
Respect us.
Respect us.
I refuse.
I wanted to do a five-a-side squad made up of one player from South African football, one player from Italian league football, one from Spain, one from Germany, one from England.
Does it matter which
A
position?
five-a-side, but you have to make up a
You have
position.
to
You have to
play
choose
them.
one from
Yo,
things.
now
So
I have to go
I'll
through-
let you guys think.
Okay, no. I'll start
Do you
off
wanna
first.
start? Okay.
Okay, I'll
Keeper
try.
and 2 defenders. Keeper Gianluigi Buffon. That's Serie A. Done.
Go. Name my team.
I didn't get that. You want five players from each league?
So no, a five-a-side team made up of one player from each league.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice.
no two
Sharp.
players
You
from the
can't
same
two
league.
players
Sharp,
from the same
sharp,
league.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Defenders, Mats Hummels.
Okay.
that's Germany gone.
And
You don't need two defenders.
So we
It's
can't
five-a-side.
mention the players that I've already mentioned.
no,
you can.
Even the
okay.
ones that you
Yeah.
didn't even mention. Defender, Mats Hummels. That's Germany gone. So now I'm left with Spain, South Africa, and England. Another defender. John Terry. That's England gone.
So now you've got Spain
And South
and
Africa.
South Africa.
Midfield, Dr. Kumalo, striker Lionel Messi.
Yours is so similar to mine.
Okay. Goalkeeper. I'll go with. It's a difficult one, eh? I'll go with my Emmanuel Neuer.
Germany gone.
Germany gone.
That's a good call.
Defender, I'll go with Baresi. Italian gone.
Good call.
Another defender, I'll go with Lucas Radebe. I love him.
The Premier League gone.
And then Italian football, I'll go. It's gone, eh?
Italian is gone. You left with Spain and South Africa.
Spain and South Africa.
No, but Lucas, you could have used it from South Africa.
I
So
mean,
you can be Spain and England.
it can be Spain and England. I'll take Lionel Messi from Spain,
Okay.
and then I'll take take Kevin De Bruyne from England.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna switch mine up now because mine was
Can
the
I do
same
it
as
before
yours.
you because I'm gonna
Yeah,
take the
go,
longest.
go.
I'm sure. Okay, I'll still take the Buffon as keeper.
Okay, Italy gone.
Yes. So we have 2 defense, right?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah. Well, naturally, I would want to have 2, and 1 mid and 1 forward. 1 striker, right? So I'll go for like a proudly South African defender. I can't say Koki.
Okay, keep thinking, and then I'll go. So my original picks for this
Yes.
was Buffon,
Yes.
Yes.
Hummels.
Yes.
That was Germany and Italy.
Gone.
Dr. Kumalo,
South Africa
Messi,
gone.
Spain,
gone.
Ronaldo, England. That was my 5-a-side.
the
Still
only
yours.
So there was one different.
So the difference with me and you was
England.
England. I chose.
I can't remember.
I think my defender was because my defense
Oh,
was
John Terry.
John Terry, yes. There he
Instead of
was-
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes,
for
so
me.
that's the only difference we have.
So I'm going to change I'm going to do a second one because mine was exactly yours almost.
Okay.
But I'll take your goalkeeper, Neuer.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I take that back.
Okay, I have it. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. So Buffon as keeper, right? I have Beckenbauer as one of my defense. No, but same actually.
Okay.
No. Actually, Beckenbauer, Germany, right?
So Germany, Italy gone.
Yes, Germany,
Buffon.
Italy gone. Yes. I have my striker as Messi.
Spain gone.
Yes,
You
I
left
have
with South
my
Africa and
England.
yes. So I have my mid as a Bellingham. He is mid, right? Yes, he is.
That's Spain, eh?
Bellingham is
But wait, Spain.
Jude, yeah, Spain or
Jude-
Germany. but
Spain,
you've-
basically
you've
because
already-
of
No, I'm
Madrid.
trying to check which countries are gone
Yeah.
on your list.
But
Okay.
Germany's already gone, so you need England and Spain.
yes, so Bellingham is
Spain.
Spain,
So
okay.
Yes.
England is what's
So
left.
England's your last player.
So England is my last player, and he is my forward, right? My striker.
Whichever.
Midfield or striker?
I mean, I can decide,
Yeah.
right? Then I'll take Palmer.
Okay.
Hey, Cole Palmer is loved here.
Then I'll
yo.
take Palmer.
Yo.
Okay.
So I'm going to change
so-
mine. I'm going to put Kune in goal.
I knew you were going to
Nice,
do that.
nice,
Yeah, just
nice.
to
I
free
knew,
up some
I
of
knew
the
you were going
players.
to do that. I knew you were going to
Nice,
do
nice.
that.
I don't think I'm going to choose any defenders. It's 5-a-side. Go for goals.
Yeah.
So Kune in goal. Zidane from Italy.
Okay.
Messi still from Spain. Ronaldo still from England.
Standard.
And then I've got a German player, Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Okay.
Yo, defense, nowhere to be found.
Bastian will help.
They'll see themselves.
Bastian will help. But
Him and Zizi will play
But you won't
defenders.
have the ball at any point. It's Messi, Ronaldo,
Don't
and
worry,
Zidane.
Zidane will headbutt everyone.
Yeah.
You only get the ball at kickoff
Well-
once the goals have been scored against you.
This was a lot of fun, guys. I
Yeah.
really had a great
Yeah,
time. Thank you
okay.
so much, Len Moleko,
Yeah, man.
Seppi Worldwide.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, Super Sub. Happy
Danko.
festive season. And most of all, thank you to you, the ballers. Remember, don't be offside, be
Be
onside
onside.
with us. And Betway, get way more.
Way more.
Booyah.
Peace to the people.